enough time. Okay, so let's go on. So this is our page. Another thing I can do is that I don't want this picture. I might have my own personal pictures I want to use for this slide, and I might want something I want to put here. Okay, so I can do that. So I'm done with, okay, I'm not done with the menu. I don't want this menu, right? What is a portfolio? I don't think I need portfolio. So I can edit my menu. So let's start with, I have home. When you see active, you can look for active in this star. So do Control F, find active. So this is saying that in the menu, when you see any anchor tag or any list that has active, apply that color or apply that style to it. So that's what that means. So that's why when you log on, the first one is showing red because that's the style we asked it to apply. And that's why it's showing red, active. Okay, so I want that to remain. I want my what's it called? I want my about us, but I don't want all this drop down. So I'm sorry, I might have to remove all this and just copy out this guy. So since you have the link, whatever you want to do with yours, anyway you want to build the developers college website, it's left to you. So I remove all that. I don't want the drop down. I want services. I don't want portfolio. I don't want pricing. I can use pricing and call it courses. Okay, with my lead blog, we can call it personal blog. I have contact us, and one other thing I want is on this page, I have get started. So instead of having get started, I just want to say register now. Okay, so I can refresh my page. It's refreshing itself automatically. So this is what I want. This is my menu. So I'm fine with, so that when you click register now, it takes you to a page where you fill a form and register. Okay, I click about us, it takes us to about us page. I click services, it shows all the list of services. I click courses, it shows all the list of courses we are offering. I click personal blog, it shows the blog, and contact us, it shows the contact us form. So my menu is done. I can decide that I don't want this color for developers college, but since the template it's a red color, I can still enforce my own color. And to do that, all I have to do is to apply the color to this guy. Okay, so if I cannot apply directly to the anchor tag, I can apply it to it by probably decide to use an emphasis. Something like, or I make it in bold and I say style equals to, because I want to use inline, so I want to change the color. I just want maybe gray or something. This is just an example, so I'm just trying to tell you that you can do a lot of things. And I place it in between that. Save. Okay, so this color is cool. Refresh it. Yeah, I want it like that. Okay, so I think I like this color better. So you can see how I just manipulated only this because I don't want to disturb myself much. Okay, so we can proceed to determine what we want to put here. I won't wait much time about that because we can do it ourselves. That's the euro part. And sorry, it's not compulsory you must have this register now here. You may decide to you have something else, or maybe probably even change the color because it has a class. Okay, so but I can use, let's see if I can use the style color to change the color to gray button, because I'm not a fan of red too much. I'll copy this style. As easy as using a template looks. Okay, so color is not for the button. Color is for, it's changing. Okay, it's changing the content color, not. So what I can do is that I can go and look for this. Since I can't do that, I can go and look for this class in my style and see, okay, this is where you change the color. Okay, in order for me not to forget the color, let's just comment out the color and use our own color. So if you are not familiar with hexadecimal color, just use your normal stuff. They work. Because for hexadecimal color, you need to go online and start looking for what the color code it is, because nobody crams that. I don't know if some people do. Okay, so this is it. I can even say when you move your mouse on it, I don't want it to have that over. Yes, on over, I want it to show blue, right? I don't want this. In case you don't want to, like, you want to be able to revert back to the original color, so you don't make mistakes, it's better you always comment out what you don't want, so that in case you look at it and see that, oh, this is not looking good, then you can easily come back to the previous color and not say, oh, I have to undo a lot of things. So for me, doing it this way is better for me. So I move my mouse, I see blue. Although the blue is not good, but it's just to show you can change anything, right? So little by little, my site is looking, at least the header is looking different from what the template is. Okay. So, and the next thing that can be a game changer is to change this big picture, because this is occupying almost how many percentage of your screen, as you can see. So you really need to do that. So once you have changed this picture and the header, you're almost there. You have little or no less work to do. Okay, let's quickly try to move on. Any questions so far? Okay, so no questions. So we can see the carousel. There's a section. The ID is 0. So if you go to probably your style, let me leave it open because I'm going to be coming in a lot. You will see the 0 section. You can see how they gave it a background width and height. You can see I told us to find out about what they call it now. This measurement something. So apart from having percentage, we have PX, we have this one. So I've never seen this one before in my life. I'm just saying it now. So there are a lot of other measurements that you can find out and know what this means, this VH. Okay, so they gave it an absolute position, bottom, top, right, cover, left, center, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't need to touch that for now. But let's see, what can I make out of it? There's a Euro carousel, the slider. Definitely there'll be a JavaScript that is working with that. Okay, let's go. I'm sure in your, you check your, okay, you check your JS, probably there'll be a JavaScript. And I think I can see slide. So these are the pictures. These are the pictures that are sliding. Okay, so we can change that. But before we do that, let's say welcome to Developers College. Put some introduction here. Here we go. Sorry, no time, but let's just change the content from the rubbish to what we want to show there. Okay. So it's looking simple now. Welcome to the Rivers College. You can put anything you want here, and if you want to read more, you push them down. So this is just an hyperlink pushing them down. So you can, instead of defining this button color one by one, you can decide to give it a general style so that in this place you don't have to show red anymore. Okay. So should we change this picture, or we should go ahead with the other page? Should we change the pictures, or we should go ahead?
You can change this big one and then see.
Okay, so the way I do it is that I personally use what do they call it? Macrometer Fireworks. It's an old application. I'm still using Fireworks 8 because I think I have a crack license for it, so I can't remember. So I use it to do my graphics. I don't know how to use Photoshop, but a lot of graphic artists there, they use Photoshop. But this works for me. Okay. So I would check where are these pictures coming from? Can see it gave us a background image of what? And the URL is in IMG slide 1. So let's see. We go to our IMG. Okay, this fireworks. Let's just have it opened so that in case I need to work on the images, I can do something good. Okay, so let's go back. So slide image. So image 1 is the first one showing. And when you are naming your image, please, you have to follow, because they are slide and JavaScript is looking for this name. So you have to follow the format. So if you're adding another image, you give it slide-4, slide-5, and make sure they are all .jpg and not .jpeg or PNG. So this first one, I can decide to open it in Explorer. This is Microsoft. While it's opening in Explorer, let me look for any image that I think can. Okay, so the essence of opening it is that I want to see the size, the width and the size. Okay, so I'll look here, down here, 192 by 118. This is the width and height. Okay, fine. So that means whatever image I'm replacing it with must be the same size and width. Else, I might not get. It might not be able to cover the whole screen like this, or sometimes it might. So you have to try that. I will try and see if I have some images. Let's see. We have it. Resources. Or do you have any image online that you can give me to use? Who has image online? Do you have any image? Who can Google an image that's beautiful? Nobody does. Okay. Where's my PowerPoint? I hope you can still see my screen because I paused it the other time. Okay, so I want to use this guy. Okay, this image is, I know this is not looking good, but I just want to be able to use 190 by 190, 1920 by this one is longer and shorter. Okay, two things we can do. This is our slide. I would I'll just use this image like that, 100% profit. since we can't come up with something now, let's just see what I'm trying to do. I want to use it with the default. I know this is bigger, the width is bigger, and the height is smaller. So we'll use it like that. We'll see how it looks, and then we'll now edit it and see how we should do it exactly. Okay, I want to save it into this part directly. So let me copy the part. Here's my PowerPoint. See, I can't paste here. Oh, so bad. Go all the way. Working with class project 2. Slides. Okay, so I'll name this slide 0. Okay, so we should have it there. So all I'll just do is to rename this one to slide 4, and then change this to slide 1. Let's see how that works. See. Okay, so this is how to change the picture, but other ones are still there. Okay, now although I've made it slide 4, but the carousel is not taking any more slides. So if you wanted to have more pictures, you might need to go and edit the carousel code to be able to do that. So this is my website. I've changed the main color. Although this color is not ideal and not good, but you can decide, and if you know how to reduce graphics very well, or still use that a lot of pictures online that you can just Google and use. So let's not block. Sorry. Okay, so you also need to change all this other content so that they remain whatever you want them to look like. Let's see how to go about that. We are still in slide. Okay, yeah, there's slide 1. Okay, this is beautiful. Let me close this since we already know we are viewing our site. So if you look at the section, we have the carousel, the opening div and the closing div down. And inside each one, we have like a div that has a lot of carousel inside. And the first slide is this, the second slide is this, the third slide is this. So if I wanted to have the fourth slide, I'll just copy and paste this and change the part inside. I'll call this slide 4 and I'll give it an image of 4. So also I can say here, I can say slide 2, just for me to know the difference. Slide 2. I don't want to see all these things that will make it obvious that I'm using a template. So it's a lot of work sometimes, but it's faster and much more easier for me when somebody is paying me small, little money to build a site. So not that I won't give my best, but I will not start from scratch and start designing, doing layout. I'm not a UI UX person. You know, that's another role for people that are specialized in designing front end interfaces. They call them UI UX. So I'm not a UI UX person, so I can't give you the best look, but I can build something by getting a very good template online. And remember, there are better templates than this, not just all these ugly ones. So, but you need to pay for them. So if the client is paying you a very good amount of money, then you can just go ahead and buy, and everything will be good. Any questions while I'm doing this? Okay, so that means we are following. Okay, I save, I check my page. Okay, so I go to slide 2. I see slide 2, go to slide 3, then I should have slide 4. So now you can see I can add more slides depending on how I want it, but don't add too much graphics because it will be heavy when your page is loading. Don't want any problem to happen. Okay, so that's how to edit this carousel part, and you know that you can actually remove it totally. Okay, if you don't want it, I can just delete this bit and save, and I don't have carousel on my page. Okay, so you can see now this one is jumping inside, so you can fix that. So it's not important that you must have that sliding stuff on your page. You have the control to change anything on this page. Okay, let's move to the main content. I'm not going to touch the main content, right? Because I believe that we can determine whatever we want to put in that main content. So I'll leave that to you to fix. Okay, so we leave this main content. You know how to edit main content. You can add a form, you can do whatever you want. You can remove this one, you can fix all these ones, and even this. Okay, so let's go to the footer. We have set our footer header, we've set our carousel, and we want to set our footer now. So all this, should I remove all this and just leave only this part? So that's something else I can do. If you think the footer is not that important because it's a lot of information, and sometimes when you are using the site, you don't even have all this information. Fine, it's good for them to see your address. I think we leave it. This is good. This is giving you some useful link, but I don't think I need these links anyway. So they're using div row. So on a single row, this is when you see class row, this is bootstrap. These are all bootstrap sizes. This is medium size, this is a large size. Okay, this medium size is good for laptop and the rest of them. So we are in Sweden, Stockholm. I just put Stockholm, Sweden. Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
My question is, where do we place the form? Do we place the form on the register button? I mean, the position of the register button.
The form. If
Yes.
you want to put a form here,
Yes.
I can. Yeah.
Okay.
I can do something. No. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is when you click on register, what does it do? Nothing. Okay. So, but when you click on read more, yeah, can you see it brought you here, right? So now I can do this. If I have maybe, okay, let's do something. If I want to use this place as a form, okay, and when I click register, I want it to come down to that place. So maybe we should do that. So to do that, we can try to locate that place. To locate it quickly, all I need to do is to search for this guy. So I don't start looking at it. Okay, so this is it. It's telling me that there's a div and this. So this is in a row. Let's see. So this is a row. As is this. So that might not be good for us because of the design, to scatter the design. So we can look for somewhere else to put that. Okay, here's a section. Okay, so probably we had our section, or we use the section that added this client. But I want to have, okay, I know what to do. Let's do something like this. Section ID about. So we can add one more section. We can add one more section. Okay, and call it register. Okay, so we don't have class for it, So, but let's leave it as an about section. And let me see how they broke down this page. So they broke it down into column 6, 6 large, right? So this is 6, and that is 6. So I can have mine through like that. In the container, I have this column closing D. So I have the other one that's just column 6. So I can use MD. I can use either MD or use MD. Let's see how this section shows up on the page. Okay, so this is it. Okay, but it's not showing side by side because we've not added content. Okay, let's see what else. They added a row, yes. So we need this row. It's the row that needed to separate itself. You can watch this video later. I hope I'm recording, yes. So that in case you have questions to ask. Let's see, make sure it's separated. Yeah, so they are separated to each side now. So I can put, okay, let me even show us how to use this. So here I'm going to put, let's go like this. Call it H2, like a small header. Okay, so my register ID, where is our button? Register now. You can tell it to go to hash register. So when I click register, it comes here directly. That's what I want. Okay, so when you are here and you click register, so it comes there. So I'll create my form under this because this register is too big. Where is it? Maybe I use H4. Fine. Okay, then here I'll just put a picture. Remember I told us about on draw. Where is this guy? So maybe I can just copy this image, save image as. It's going to save it as a fireworks. Okay. Try to show for that. We can go to OnDraw and download the SVG, whichever one works for us. Okay, but my system is kind of too slow. Let's see whether I downloaded. Okay, fine, beautiful. So here I can cut it out, cut, and take it to one of my image folder, probably in the slide, but I want to separate it. I don't want it to be in the slide. So let's go here. And just paste it somewhere here. Okay, and I'll rename it. Can we see it? I'm looking for it. Yeah, I'll rename it register. So it's register.png. So having done that, I go back to my code. Should we extend this training till 12:30 or we should end in 10 minutes time? Because we've not gotten anywhere yet.
12:30 would be advisable.
I agree with that, sir.
Okay, 12:30. Okay. So I want to steal this code. it's an image. Like I said, I like copying and pasting a lot. So instead of having this hello world here, I just want to put the image there, and I give it a register PNG. Okay, and here I'm going to have my form. We know how to create a form in what's it called? HTML. We have our action, not accept. We have our method. Okay, then I start having my input, remember? But instead of doing this, I think I have the code somewhere anyway. So, but let's see the output. Sorry, this is my page. Okay, so you can see how I can place the form. And if somebody that just landed on your page, probably the person is on slide 1 and click on register, it brings you down here. And I can put here, instead of using this picture, I can put a picture that has to do with registration and say, and I put some information down there and say, kindly register, blah, 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 blah. So I think I have one form that I almost work with. First class. Okay, this is next of PHP. Let's open this suite. Form. I think that's in this one. Sorry. I can't find it anymore. Okay, then we go through the long route then, since I can't copy and paste. You all know we have type, text. We have a name. Give it any name you want. Close it. So, but before that, we have what? Label. Label is for what? It's for TXT name. What do you put? This, I have another one and I have the last one. Then in between, I also have break. So that's separated. And this one will be, I don't need the label here. I want to have a submit button. I have this one I call submit. I have the one I call bit here. And the value will be submit. Okay, so this is my form. For example, maybe I put age or something. So this is my form. Just for example, so you can have a well laid out registration form here, so that when you click on register, you can do this. So you see, I've showed you how to add more section to this page. You can delete this one. In fact, I'm deleting it now because I don't see any use for it. Client section. I want to know your client. I don't need this section. So just do whatever you want with your page and let your page look beautiful. Okay, so why I said I'm going to leave this content is because I want you to decide what or how you want it to look. Okay, so that's left for you. Arrange your form properly. We have people that knows how to arrange forms properly. So, and then when you click on submit, it's meant to do something. So you code what you want it to do. Okay, so let's move on to the footer, like I said. Does that answer your question? Does this answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So let's go on to the footer. You're welcome. Let's go on to the footer. There's one part that I really want us to know. Where is the footer? We have the copyright here. Have the address. I don't think we should make any changes to this footer. I think it's looking good. All we just need to do is to change the text. Or should we remove these two user services and useful links? Let me see if I can remove that useful links. Let's delete this guy. Okay. And see, immediately I remove that, it becomes 3. This is fine. So people can subscribe to our newsletter. We have our services will be copied. We have our address here, hopefully, and we still have all rights or copyright. So this is the copyright they said you have to leave on their page. You can delete the link if you purchase the pro version. So they are telling you that just for you to respect them, you need to leave this copyright on their page. Okay, but I can remove it. Like I said, nobody will look for you, but it's always good to respect when you use something for free. Okay, so you can put your name, change everything here. It doesn't matter if they are text, or they just want you to respect them because you stole the or you copied or downloaded the templates. You should do that. Okay, so this is the end. Now we want to move to another page. Okay, so I hope we all understand that this content is dependent on us. You do whatever you want here. You can delete. I think this guy also is a form of Bootstrap with using some JavaScript to work. So you can categorize some pictures that you want to show, and people can can click on it. Normally, when you click on it, it's supposed to pop out. Okay, yes. So you can actually check them one by one and all that. So this should be a JavaScript carousel too. Okay, so next thing is we want to go to the next page, about us. So you can see in how many minutes now, about an hour or two, I've been able to change some things. And if I'm really good with UI UX, I can even change the color and everything so that when you are even look at this site, you will think it's a separate, it's another site entirely. I can start to use all this type of image throughout my pages. Okay, so to create about us, there's nothing there right now. I can just go ahead and go back to my page. Let me close all this and come here. Right click and new file about HTML. Okay, so this is your about us page. And what we can do is now, before I do this page, you know that if I go ahead to our templates that we downloaded and we open the about us and copy and paste everything right here. Okay, you know that all the changes that we have made in this home page, like all the changes we've made to this head, and let's go to the about us. Now about us will show, right? But now you can see that the head is now still showing sailor. We have made some changes to this and it's showing developers college. So if you also look at the bottom, the footer, all those changes I've made, they are still back. So the only thing that is different is just this content, our theme and the rest of them. So this is too much work for me. For each page that I go to, I will be changing this head and I'll be changing this footer. So in web designing or in programming, what we do is that we create a template for this header and create a template for this footer. So, but we don't actually do that. What we do is that we create a base template